All right, I'm going to take you through a few minutes of stretching to help your body cool down and relax after your workout. So let's move into a tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and we're going to move through a cat-cow. So we're going to exhale, let your chin drop, push up through the shoulder blades, and let your tailbone drop. And then we'll inhale, lift your chin, lift your chest, let your abs totally relax, relax your glutes. Exhale, push up through the shoulder blades, nice soft curve through the spine. And then inhale, lift your chin, lift your chest, let your abs totally relax. Exhale, round. And inhale, lift. Let's do one more of these. All right, nice job. So let's come on up. We're going to move into a 90-90 hip flexor stretch. So taking one knee to 90 degrees, the other knee to 90 degrees. We're going to imagine that we're driving that back hip forward, or if I had a fish like hook or like a fishing reel, and I'm pulling my hip up and forward, right? I'm feeling that stretch to the hip flexor. I'm going to lift the same side arm as my back leg. Feel a great stretch there. If your balance feels wobbly here, you can always ditch that arm and just hold on to something for support, or maybe even some like yoga blocks at your sides. Try to breathe into your side body here. So nice inhale. Feel some expansion through your side ribs. And let's switch sides. So this stretching is going to be a little bit more abbreviated for time purposes. I know people are in a rush, but if you have time, please go through some more stretches slower. Try to get most of the big muscle groups that you hit today with your workout all stretched out. And if you have questions, please reach out to me. So let's get the other side. So we're going to drive this hip forward. I'm going to really feel a great stretch in this hip flexor, reaching up to the sky. Try to breathe into this side body. So as I inhale, I can feel some inflation, some movement of my ribs. All right, nice job. So let's come up to standing, and we're going to move into a quad stretch. So you can do this a few ways. You can hold on to the wall for balance and grab your full foot. This will be the most intense of the quad stretches. Little bend in that standing knee. If that's too much, you can maybe grab the back of your pants or your sock or your shoe, or you could even prop your foot up on like a chair to feel a little bit of a stretch through that quad. But I do recommend holding on to something for balance. That way we are able to focus fully on that stretch. You want to soften that other knee, and then thinking about almost like lifting your hips forward again. Feeling a great stretch down through the quad, keeping the knees together. And when you're ready, switch sides. Thinking about anchoring yourself down through your foot, so trying not to let your arch collapse. And release that. Nice job. So we can take a seat on a chair. I'm going to use the end of my box here, and we're going to do a hamstring stretch. So we're going to sit at the end, extend one heel, and lean forward. Feeling a really great stretch in the back of my thigh here. So my hamstrings, a little bit in my calves. You don't have to reach down and touch. Just think about sending your hips farther backwards. Try to keep your back in that nice neutral position. Slowing that breathing down, allowing your body to come back to that relaxation state. And switch sides. So extend that leg out, heel down, toes up, hinging at your hips until you feel that stretch in the back of your leg. Come on up. All right, so still in your chair, your seat, we can take one leg. We're gonna bring it up to the opposite side, and we're gonna feel this in that outer hip. So a little bit in your piriformis. This is your figure 4 stretch. If this feels too intense, we can either let this bottom leg walk out a little bit so this becomes lower, or we can cross your legs and pull it in nice and close, okay? So you have those options there. This is gonna be the most intense, thinking about sitting up tall, right? So pulling myself up tall without flaring my ribs. So I'm gonna keep my ribs down, keep everything lined up in my core canister. If you want a deeper stretch, we can hinge forward slightly without rounding. When you're ready, switch sides. One side might feel different than the other. That's okay. Meet your body where it's at. All right, release that. Nice job. So from here, let's take your hands behind. We'll pull the shoulder blades together so you can stay seated or stand. And rather than lift, like puffing your chest out, lifting your chin and your ribs, we're gonna keep your ribs lined up over your hips. We're not gonna puff your chest out. We're gonna roll the shoulders back. So as we do this, we kind of pull back on the hands, right? Almost like we're binding your arms back. And you should really feel a great stretch through your chest muscles. So I'm doing this without excessively arching my back to get there. And release that. Let's bring one arm across. Feel a great stretch up through here, your upper arm and shoulder. There are so many stretches that I could bring you through, but I know time is of the essence. So these were just most of the major muscle groups, but if you have any areas that are tight or tense, please feel free to spend some extra time getting into those stretches, and send me messages if you have any questions. Let's get the other side. Soften those knees. All right, bring that arm down. Roll the shoulders back for 3, 2, and 1. Nice job getting your exercise in today. I hope you had a good workout.